My people, this video is going to shock you, so please share this video. And my followers, if you are always blessed by this ministry, we buy data, we rent apartment, everything we are doing here is money. Please kindly support the ministry, be touched and help this ministry financially, and God will richly bless you. Now listen very carefully. I am challenging all the Muslims. They should give me one prophet who said from the time of Abraham to John the Baptist, who said we are Muslims and Allah is our God. Just one prophet in the Bible. They will still run to the Quran. If they are running to the Quran and they cannot prove to us any prophet that said I am a Muslim and Allah is my God before Muhammad came, then it means Allah created another religion, and that Allah is Satan. Because this religion is proving to us that they are worshiping Satan, but people don't see it. It's a trick. Abraham never mentioned Allah, but yet he's a Muslim. Abraham never followed the 5 pillars of Islam, but yet he's a Muslim. Because to them, anybody that submits to God is a Muslim. Submission to which God? Allah is not Yahweh. They know it. So there are 3 categories of Muslims. The first one, they are the owners of Islam. The second group are the supervisors who supervise the prison, because Islam have a prison. And the third group are the prisoners. They are also Muslims. So these groups, Satan created them to use them against the world. And we are praying. The prisoners are being freed every day and night. And more will live, because, listen very carefully, Jesus is a Muslim according to Muhammad and Muslims. But Jesus prayed to the Father, and Allah can't be called Father. Yet they said because Jesus prayed, putting his head on the floor means he's a Muslim. But the Buddhists do the same thing. Why are the Buddhists not Muslims? But Jesus is a Muslim because he prayed with his face on the ground. The Buddhists do the same thing, but they are not interested in the Buddhists. But they are interested in Jesus. Do you know why the devil is interested in Jesus? Because Jesus is the savior of the world. And once Muslims believe he's a Muslim, the salvation of God has been corrupted. Because Jesus said, I am the Son of God. They denied. They say he's not the Son of God. And I am telling you that Satan needed the corruption of the Bible for Islam to be spread. Because when the devil comes to deceive you, he first destroys your information you possess before he can deceive you. That is what he did to Eve in the garden. He destroyed the information Eve was possessing before he deceived Eve. The same thing they are doing. They are trying to make all the books corrupt. So they are trying to tell us that the Jews that are on the earth, they don't have the Torah. The Jews that are living now, they sat there for the Torah to disappear. Because the Torah must disappear from Islam to be a true religion. Abraham, Moses, Elijah, they were never Muslims. Muhammad was the one that brought Islam. And they created it to be all the prophets are Muslims, including Muhammad. Which means Satan wants the glory in the prophets to shine on Islam that he created. So he made all of them the prophet of Islam. But ask them, which prophet ever said, I am a Muslim and Allah is my God in the Old Testament before Muhammad was born? Which person in this world, which prophet ever said that? The Bible is corrupt, but they are still looking for Muhammad's name in the Bible. The Bible has been changed, but they still quote it to justify Islam. So these people, you can see the confusion because they are born out of lies. And Satan's kingdom will always be a confusion because they will say this today and tomorrow they'll be saying the next thing. You said the Bible we're having is corrupt, but yet you are quoting it. You are preaching it on radios, on TVs. If the Bible is corrupt, why are you preaching it? Why are you looking for Muhammad's name in the corrupt Bible? Now they'll tell you the Bible has disappeared because they realize that they cannot defend the corruption of the Bible with the Quran. So they will now come out with another lies that the Bible has disappeared. The same Bible you are looking for Muhammad's name in, the same Bible you are preaching, you are quoting, it is now disappeared because you cannot prove it with the Quran that the Bible is corrupt. And people are falling for this trick. They can't see it. The description and the character of Allah contradict the God of the Jews, who is Yahweh. Who is Yahweh? So these people know what they are doing. I am telling you. They know what they are doing. They know they are worshiping Satan. The prisoners are the ones that are confused and they misled them into Islam. They are Muslims and they don't even know why they are Muslims. They cannot defend Islam because for them, they became a Muslim because Jesus is not God. They became a Muslim because the Bible is corrupt. They became a Muslim because Jesus is the Son of God and is the prophet. Without knowing that all these things are the devil's trick to lead them from the light into darkness. Because if you read the Bible, Jesus made claims that he is the truth, he is the life, he is the resurrection. Jesus made claims that he would die and come back to life on the third day. All these things Muhammad says they are lies. Yet you can leave Jesus to accept a rapist, a man that was bewitched and was imagining things. How can you accept such a man over sinless man, over Jesus who never sinned? Wake up, the prisoners of Muslims. I know the owners of Islam will not wake up. The supervisors are making money by taking care of the prisoners. They will not wake up. But you, wake up, because Jesus is still calling for you. He loves you and he needs you. All of you have become Muslims and you still want to practice Christianity, and they are fighting you. You can't dance, you can't sing, you can't do this, you can't do that. Come back to Jesus. Come back to Jesus.